Welcome back, SGO family, to the New York Giants rebuild online series. Everything in one. We got everything. We got excitement. We've got quality coaches. We have got the Giants in a sad state of affairs. We're trying to build them up this week versus Washington and star player who is a quality coach. He actually last year made it to the Super Bowl twice in the leagues. He won the NFC twice with the Niners last year. This year is back with Washington, and you can see he's at 1-2. That is the type of competition we have in the league. We got guys who dominate other leagues, content creators, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, all of that in the league who just smash people in other leagues, come into the PML and struggle as we are struggling. So big game this week. Last week, someone had a big game. If you guys didn't miss it, Saquon Barkley just tore it up. If you guys watch our game versus the Bills, struggled to run the ball, switched my scheme up, switched the playbook up to something a little bit different, had some success on the ground game. Eli Manning still struggled. We need to do more. We need to do something better with the passing game. Re-signed our kicker last week, if you guys tuned in on that. This week we have Latimer and Coleman. Definitely not going to resign those. You want to get younger and more dynamic at receiver. So one thing that we did, a big major thing that happened this week, is that the draft class was fully imported, and this is a full customized draft class. So it's not something that is downloaded off the share file. This is fully customized by the commissioner, and it's great because it's so different. The fact that all the rookies are in here, plus the fact that they don't get assigned their development until later. So once we get them, it's a whole formula that they go through that factors in the team that they get drafted to, what type of player is ahead of them, if there's a veteran there, what type of school do they go to. They went to a big school, like an SEC school or a big name school. What type of awards did they win? And he takes it from NCAA football, puts it into a formula, makes the rookies, and then that goes into a formula which makes the development. So it's a whole process, a manual process, but it's definitely the best. We get the best quality rookies, and even better than a lot of the draft classes. I have downloaded those draft classes online. I've checked those out. This is the best draft class you can have. So we have to see, what are our needs? Our needs are everything, but outside of running back, we have a ton of needs. And so first of all, I like our defensive line, not at the state it's in now. I know they're young, but I'm not going to draft defensive line because I want to bring those guys along and develop them. But we do need some help, get younger at linebacker. Same thing our cornerback. Our cornerbacks are young, so I'm just gonna try to develop those guys. So we have some needs, So let's start off. And a quarterback, is Daniel Jones the long-term answer at quarterback, or do we go into the draft looking to pick up another quarterback? Maybe in the later rounds. Maybe someone like Jalen Hurts. We'll get get him in the later rounds. Interesting that he is strong arm. Now I thought he'd be like scrambler. So interesting that maybe later in the draft we'll pick up a quarterback, or maybe we'll set that position. I do want to get a better backup for Saquon Barkley. We'll see about that. I might actually trade for someone. Might have some trade talks in the works. Might bring someone in on that. Wide receiver, definitely want to get another quality receiver in here. Let's scout some wide receivers. Oh, Henry Ruggs, third. He's gonna be a burner. And I like deep threat, fast guys. Let's go. We already set. We're good at tight end. Offensive line is something that is a major pain point here. Want to get an offensive lineman. So we're going to use some scouting points on that in the future. So not going to go through this every single week with you guys. Just really wanted to show you and explain to you how our draft class and the scouting works in the league. It's a little different than the average, but this is the draft class so far. Not going to spend a ton of time on this on future episodes. Just want to show you guys, and maybe as things go on, as we get further on in the season, we'll do that. So that is it. We won a weekly award last week. Saquon Barkley. Hopefully, he can have some success against the Washington defense. But that front four, that front seven is totally stacked. Let's take a quick look, just so you guys can see just how ridiculous. I didn't even know until I went and started kind of scouting the team is seeing like, whoa, the Redskins front seven is ridiculous, and I was not aware how good they were. Starting with Matthew Onitis, and then Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and then of course Kerrigan, Reuben Foster at middle linebacker, and then Montez Sweat, the rookie, with 91 speed, 93 acceleration, 6'6", 260 coming off the edge. He is going to be just ridiculous. He's one of the few players at linebacker spot that's more athletic than Lorenzo Carter in the game. This guy's ridiculous. So, you know, it's tough. And even in the secondary, they got Josh Norman and DRC. I didn't even know DRC was still playing. I know he's got a lot of kids to take care of, so I'm sure he's trying to collect those paychecks. So even their secondary, you know, and the one that got away, the Giants so stupidly did not resign, Landon Collins, major big hitter, superstar player. So somebody else that I wish was still on the Giants team, our depleted roster. But we're gonna do what we can, you know, best we can do. Let's get right into the highlights for this week, and I'll catch you guys after.
Hey, Eli, what's every day? Be great, boy. Lead them. Right from the start. Hey, go crazy today. Go crazy today. Have your best game today. Go crazy, boy.
And we're back in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Built upon the bones of Jimmy Hoffa and Saquon Barkley down on the field. He is excited for the game, and he's going to be a big part of this game. Starting off, Eli Manning barking on all type of orders before he hands off to none other than Saquon Barkley. He's going to be a big part of their game plan today if the Giants hope to be successful, as Barkley gets another carry and falls forward for a couple of yards, bring up a third down. The Giants passing attack has been struggling last couple of weeks though, but not struggling on that pass as Eli Manning threads the needle to Ingram all the way to the house. He's been their big play guy, the speedy tight end. And the Redskins, and look at Geis just burling through defenders, and the Redskins running game is also one of their best highlights there, with rookie Haskins dropping back, throwing underneath the Vernon Davis, and he's actually pulverized by Lorenzo Carter. And look at the moves on the big linebackers. He takes it in. One of the more athletic players on the team. Not only did he deliver the big hit, scooped it and scored, taking it back to the house, showing off those moves that you haven't seen since Georgia. But man, he has been an absolute delight early in the season, being the most dominant player on the Giants defense. And pressure is coming. He barely gets it off. Haskins under pressure early, and they've got to do a better job protecting young quarterbacks, because young quarterbacks make mistakes. Just like that, as Connelly, the rookie linebacker, picks it off, and he's going back to the house. He has been another one, and look at the moves on this guy. I don't know if he's been playing Fortnite or he's really been in the club like that. 1st and 10, the Redskins off to a terrible start and trying to get back to the ground game with Geis, and he's doing a good job. He's trying to put the team on his back, but Haskins seems like he wants to throw this one away. 21-0 early on. Back to Geis, has some running room for a first down. Looks like they had to stick to the running game, and the Giants are trying to force them to pass. Play action into the screen, but Connelly steps right in front of it. Another huge play by the rookie linebacker. He goes in for his second touchdown today. Are you kidding me? What a start for the Giants defense. 28-0 already. And Haskins looks like he's rattled. Misses the wide open receiver on the corner route. Looks like the rookie's rattled a little bit early. 3rd and 6, big third down. He's got to convert this one, and he does. Nice pass. Nice pass out there on the completion. He's got to settle down and get back in this game, or it might be over sooner than later. But the middle there is knocked up and almost intercepted. Was a little late on the little comeback route there and almost got it picked off. The Giants defense has been good but not great, but this game they are playing great. And who is that off the corner? It's none other than LC Lorenzo Carter getting to the quarterback and back to the Giants offense. And Eli Manning finds his tight end again, comes down with it for a first down. And Saquon Barkley hasn't even got started. He's been held in check this game. Really, it's been the Giants defense that's been going all out and has them with a big lead early on. Eli Manning drops back. He throws to who? That pass, believe it or not, was to Ingram. Believe it or not, that pass was not only 20 yards into the outside thrown, that pass was to the tight end, Eli Manning, totally missing his target, which he tends to do at least once per game. And the Giants defense is coming up, and that is Carter again off the corner. 2 sacks and a fumble hit recovery and touchdown already on the day. He's having a career day so far, and he's back. He has a man open. No, he doesn't. And that's Bethea coming with the pick. He is showing he is not too old to contribute to this Giants defense. He has made some big plays so far this year. Manning drops back, and he's going down. Montez Sweat, the rookie, comes in on the stunt there and takes him down. 3rd and long, the Giants decide to play it safe, and they're going to punt the ball, and they're going to let their defense do what it's been doing all day, dominate. Over the middle, and it should have been picked off by Peppers. Another big contributor on the Giants. Carter just misses another interception, flies right over his head. These 3rd and 2s are important just for Washington, just to keep moving the ball, get something going. He got a man wide open, total blown coverage. If he doesn't step out, that might be a touchdown there. On the corner route was wide open. I don't know whose man was that. Totally missed it on the draw. But he's taken down. Adrian Peterson has not been a big contributor. But the just missed him in the flat. He's taken down short of the first down, and Washington goes for their first field goal. Lanny hits it. At least they get it on the board there. They're trying to get something going, and it's been a struggle all day. The Giants switching up their defense, really confusing the rookie quarterback Haskins, and he's been just trying to play through it. He's dropping back, throws into double coverage. Dangerous throw there. I'm not sure that was the correct read on that one. Haskins goes deep, and Peppers says, "Give me that." Is he going to take it back to the house? Peppers with another big play. He seems to be the one that comes up with those big plays just when the Giants need it. And Eli Manning with the throw of the day to Tate in the slot, goes in for the touchdown, threw right over the free safety's head and goes in. Big play from the Giants offense. Passing attack finally gets going over the middle, and that's Carter. Are you kidding me? Interception, sacks, fumble recovery. This guy can do it all. Is there a more talented player on the Giants? I don't know. You guys let me know. I mean, this guy has been so dominant week in, week out, playing above his rating, and Ingram drops the pass there. Should have caught that one. So the Giants are at the settle for 3. And the Redskins offense is gone. But how impressed are you guys with Carter? I mean, he's just been all over the field. Tackles, sacks, picking passes off. I mean, this guy's amazing. And nice pass to another amazing tight end who has been quiet so far today. Jordan Reed have not gotten him too involved. And he's going deep. Has a man that's almost picked off. The young Giants corners have played well today. Much better than they did last week when they totally got diced up by, the offense there. So, but they're playing better. This Giants defense overall has to play better. We know Eli Manning is kind of in his twilight years there, not the quarterback that he used to be. And they really rely on the ground game, and they're going back to Saquon Barkley, who has some running room. Barkley down the sideline, and they just take him down the 41-yard line. Peppers is injured, but he looks like he's be okay. Back to Barkley again. One man to beat, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. Barkley taken down, over 100 yards rushing today, and looks like the Giants just running the clock out in this one. And Gallman up the middle, he got a hole, goes in for the touchdown. The backup running back, who has been very, very good when Saquon Barkley does leave the game, which is not that often, and he goes down. And who is it? It's Carter again. Unbelievable day. Have you seen a better defensive performance with the sacks, the interception, the forced fumble and recovery, and back to the house? These 2 young linebackers. I mean, now we know the Cowboys have 2 young linebackers that everyone knows who are standout guys. but do the Giants? Did the Giants have 2 linebackers that will rival them in the NFC for years to come? As we can see the stats there, Barkley had a quiet 100. Didn't really, he broke a run late, but they really held him in check. The Washington defense did a good job, but Barkley, finally got his numbers. But it was more all about the defense. Lorenzo Carter, 11 tackles, 3 sacks, interception, and a touchdown. I mean, that is just a dominant performance. And a lot of these young guys in the Giants are coming along. We've got that D-line, like I said, going to keep working on, keep developing for you guys. Of course, the series, this defense will get better, but Carter, shockingly, Carter's been so good already. So let's see who we got there. Connelly, like I said, Carter and Connelly. I mean, Connelly's not the most athletic guy, but he's the first in the film room. He's the first in the gym. He's such a hard, gritty defender there. And he's been playing great for us. He's playing well above 66 overall. And maybe it's the scheme, maybe it's the coaching, but hey, we've been putting him in the best position to succeed, and that's what he's been doing so far. Kareem Martin, and we just got a lot of guys who just, we got to get him out there, and we got to keep competing, and we got to keep getting better. Dexter Lawrence, he's going to be a big part of that defense going forward. We're going to keep working, keep developing him, and right now we need him to get after the passer. And once we get that, man, we get those power moves up. Only got +1 there. We gotta get those power moves up. We get him up in the 80s, high 80 block shed, high 80 power moves. He's gonna be a monster. So that is it for this episode. Oh, of course we get algebra. No one cares about the kicker. All right, that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn notifications on, and tell your friends about the best online head-to-head franchise series on YouTube. This is Natural SGO. I'm out.